Businesses fail all the time. 50% are gone in the first 2 years, 95% are gone after 10 years. Why is that?
So here are my 5 key points why most businesses fail. Number 1, I have seen grown men cry at their businesses crumbling because they've got one big customer and the whole thing shatters. Half the revenue comes from one person. You lose that customer because you think, I've got a great relationship with that customer. But that person in that department, moves jobs. You've got a change of relationship. Anything could happen. And then boom, the rug comes off from under your feet. No business. Happens all the time, especially in contracting. We've got one key customer and it's game over. Avoid that. One customer should control no more than 10% of your revenue. Bad marketing. Most people just don't understand it. They don't invest in their knowledge to grow it. But here are my 3 basic principles that will improve your marketing overnight. Number 1, understand these 3 key metrics. Your ACV, average customer value, your ATV, your average transactional value, and your ALV, your average lifetime value. And if you can understand those 3 key things, you'll understand marketing overnight. So let's just break down my business, for example. So my average transactional value, what is each quote worth to us? And I know last week our average quote value was £1,400. So each quote we got to see is worth £1,400. But you know, that customer that's traded with us probably comes back about 4 or 5 times per year. So our average customer value would be £5,600. So that's good. An average lifetime, I know if we do a good job and we carry on to do a good job, we're going to hold that customer to a long time, because unless they move house, we'll deal with wifties. Yeah, well off over 50s. People have got money, they're getting tired, they're getting old, we're not going down on my hands and knees to do a bit of gardening. So we could have that customer for 10 years. So we know if our average lifetime value could be something like £56,000. Now you have to break down that for your business and look at the numbers in detail. I'll just give you some quick maths. But if you know that customer is going to be worth £56,000 on average to you, then how much can you spend to get that customer? Makes you very clever at marketing. And if you can increase your average customer value, that should be the key metric, because if you increase that, there's so much more profit in that customer compared to getting a new customer. So your team can really easily understand this. 3 numbers, and you want to put the average customer value up, and it all just dribbles back down to your bottom line. Bada bing, bada bosh, show me the dosh. If you're watching this, you've probably got a small business that is failing. Well, if you want some of my proven strategies, my marketing techniques, some financial clarity, my growth strategies, hit the link in the description. I'll be happy to help you. On day 1, when the entrepreneur starts a business, they go on this bold journey and they become the entrepreneur. They're going out and they're getting customers, they're tapping doors, they're doing Facebook ads, doing catalogs, they're doing flyers, they're asking people for recommendations. They tell everybody that they run a business. Then after 1 year, they've got some customers and they step away from marketing and they do all the admin. They become the operator of the business. Then they become the administrator of the business. And that stifles growth by so much. If they get somebody else in and delegate responsibility and they carry on marketing, it'll be like a hockey stick. The business will just explode overnight. And that is one key thing. If you can spend 90% of your time on growing and marketing the business, 10% on operating, your business will succeed. I can guarantee it. What most people do is spend 10% of their time on marketing and 90% on operating, because they think that they are the only person in the whole wide world that can do it, because they are just the best and they can't get anybody else. And that's the biggest problem. Small business owners are scared to increase their prices, because wee Jean that gets a haircut has been paying £10 to get a haircut the last 10 years and she's not going to pay £12. Wee Bob that's been coming here for 50 years, always paid £50. It's just always been £50, so we'll leave it at £50. No, up your prices. Customers will pay it. We've upped our prices by 40% in the last couple of years. Up and found out what value you're really worth. And remember, price is what you pay and value is what you get. If you can create more value for the customer, the price will go up. When the disparity between price and value outweighs price to value, nobody's going to pay it. Here's my little equation on how to value something. How to work out value: dream outcome multiplied by effort and sacrifice. So dream outcome, what are we going to get? So for us in the gardening company, we're going to get a beautiful garden that we can sit and enjoy in the summer. Effort and sacrifice. Are we going to have to chase this up? Do we just press a button and we turn up and we don't have to do anything? Or we're going to leave a mess in the garden? Divided by time times likelihood of the event happening. So time, how long is it going to take? Is it going to take a day? Is it going to take 6 weeks? Likelihood, are you going to do what you say you're going to do? And if you can get that down to 0, you'll create infinite value. So if somebody phones us up and then instantly we give them a price, instantly they accept it, and instantly the garden's done. Wow, infinite value, because the customer is not waiting around, and that will drive your price up. So if you can weave that into your business and whatever you do, you'll create more value and justify putting up higher prices. What small business owners do, they put up the price and the value decreases and they have terrible customer service and oh, people don't accept the price rise. No, people don't accept your terrible service. You have to be very comfortable in charging the customer way more than what it's going to cost you to deliver. Airlines, if you want to change your name, they'll charge you £100. It costs them pennies, but they'll happily do it. Telephone companies, if you want to add one user onto your account, they'll charge you 10, 20, 30 pounds a month, and it doesn't cost them anything to do it. They'll have to do it, and you have to get really comfortable in your business to charge way more than what it costs you to deliver and still give value. If you miss out that trick and think, oh, it doesn't cost me anything to do, I'll not charge your customer, you are missing a trick. I'm going to give you an example of the spraying service we offer. We charge £180 to spray your garden. And if we were to work out what that would cost us per spray, it'd cost us maybe £10 to £12 in labour and chemicals. Now, if we were to just charge a normal markup and add on a bit for the profit margin, we'd be selling that service for £30, £40 tops. But we're doing £180. Now, why is that? Now, let's look at the value equation for the customer, why we have queues of people wanting our spraying services program. The dream outcome, what does the client want? The client wants to look out into the garden, not see any weeds, not look at the driveway and have to scrape all the moss out of it. That's the dream outcome. What effort and sacrifice are they going to have to do for that to happen? Very easy. They phone us up, book them in, we come and give them a price, we take a deposit, and then we sign them up and we automatically turn up twice per year, once in May, once in September. They don't have to do anything. We just turn up and spray. They sit back and relax. Very easy for them. They don't have to do anything. Time delay. If they were to do that, they would have to go to the shops and buy some terrible weed killer that might not work. Or they would have to weed it by hand, which would take them 8 hours. Time delay for us to do it, we're in and out, no weeds. So we've got time down to 0 for this customer. Likelihood of achievement. Is it going to work? But what we do, we put a risk reversal. We guarantee if weeds come back, we will come back free of charge and weed the garden for free. So the likelihood of achievement, we know it's going to happen because we'll offer them a guarantee. If it doesn't happen, we're going to come back for free. If they were to go and buy weed killer from the shops, they would be picking up some weed killer that might not work, and then they'd have to do it every week, and the likelihood of achievement is 0. So all that, we've got this down, we've got that up. Anything multiplied by 0 times 100 equals 0, and anything divided by 0, so if we've got, let's say 10 divided by 0 equals infinity. So we've created infinite value for the customer, which is why we can charge so much to deliver such an amazing service, and why small businesses should not shy away from doing that. Most people are too scared to even try such a thing. Not me. So thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give me the thumbs up please, and if you've got any questions, hit me in the comments below, and don't forget to tap subscribe.